That's right, it's that beautiful, wonderful, magical time of year where I'm going to be moving from this Archer and Olive to that beautiful one with the gold edges. I'm so obsessed with it, but I've got a whole Bujo migration video coming out today. We're just doing a nice little look-see back on the first half of 2020. This is a new year, a new beginning, and things will change. Well, yes, they fucking did, Taylor. Yes, they fucking did. The first half of 2020 it sucked. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, so this is the key in my 2020 year at a glance. I honestly never flipped to either of those pages once, so they will not be staying. Hang on, I have to fix this. It's so annoying. I hate when that's sticking out. Ugh. Anyways, moving right along. Oh hey, have you checked out my manicure? Well, if you want to get one just like this, check out the link in the description, because I'm officially a Color Street stylist and it's really exciting. This Tombo Swatches page will definitely be moving into my new bullet journal, as well as this one over here. Not the fine liners. I don't think that there's a need for a swatch of every single fine liner. I just don't. But the Tombos, absolutely, because they never match the pen caps. The grid spacing sheet is another must for me. It's just one of the pages I referred back to a lot, as well as this one, my future log. I kind of had to squeeze July in there because I surprisingly fit 7 months into this journal. And one thing about that washi tape is it just gets glitter everywhere. It's beautiful, but it gets glitter all over everything, and it's just a pain in the ass to work with. I am probably not going to move over any of these goals because I'm still kind of trying to work on the goals from the first half of the year, so I don't really want to set myself a whole new set of goals, you know what I mean? My bills and subscriptions has pretty much stayed the same all throughout my Bujo career, so that will stay the same. And my expense tracker, I'm just going to kind of spiff it up a bit. I always like to have a page for my bright ideas, page ideas, video ideas, etc. And then this is my social media planner. It's a hot fucking mess, so I will definitely be changing that. Like the growth over here, the growth tracker, it's a really good idea in theory. It just needed to be colored in with a different utensil, just the metallic. They just don't really fill in very well, and the whole YouTube planning thing just could have been executed a lot better. Now we're going to ignore my 20 reasons to quit in 2020 because I'm obviously losing that battle, and move right along to my master wish list. I am definitely going to keep this also for the, there's that glitter again, for my new bullet journal, but I am only going to make it a 1-page spread because I noticed that I did not need the 2-page spread. My year in photos is one of my favorites. Obviously August isn't filled in yet. Not really sure why I even put August in there, considering I thought this would only last me till, June, but hey, it's okay. Now we're moving on to the months and the themes and all the fun stuff. January was, of course, the 20s Art Deco, Great Gatsby type of vibe. I really want to revisit this mood tracker. It was the easiest one in the world to set up, and I don't know, I just like it. I really think it looks clean. This is my goals, intentions, dreams, and resolutions. Yeah, COVID just shit all over that, so we're just gonna skip that. And a lot of these you've already seen in my videos, a lot of these spreads, so I'm just pretty much gonna be quiet and kind of let you vibe out on the music and just enjoy the nice flip through of my Bujo. Alright, I gotta talk about this mood tracker real quick. It was like probably my most genius mood tracker of all time because it was the Scrabble theme, so I put certain words with certain moods, and it ended up working out perfectly to where each mood, if I felt like crap, like the words matched the mood, like suck or sucks or ugh. And then if it was a good mood, it was like happy, awesome, great. It was just so funny. It worked out so perfectly. One of my favorite, if not my favorite mood tracker of all time ever. March is my daughter's birthday, so that's why I went with the princess theme. This mood tracker right here is another one that was a good idea in theory, but just picked way too many colors and it just doesn't look very good, but it's alright, you live and you learn. So super proud of this. This was the week we went to Disney. We literally got into Disney probably 2 days before it shut down due to COVID, so that was really, really, really lucky on our part. And I do have a whole video on how to plan a trip for Disney, what to pack, what to bring, how to budget, make your itinerary, etc. But I will say it doesn't work if you actually forget your bullet journal like I did. So yeah, it's kind of a key factor there. Another one I am super proud of. I'm not an artist. I don't do portraits. I don't do faces, bodies, none of that. Fake it till you create it is literally my motto for a reason. I basically just forced myself to draw that. So I was very, very, very proud of myself for that. And even the cover, just the way the pearlescent shines, the whole month of April is just beautiful. One of my favorites. You may start to notice that around, April, May, June here that I start to get very, very less busy as I lost my job at Kohl's and there was literally nothing going on as I couldn't even leave the house. So yeah, that's why a lot of my weeklies were empty, but I've got a new job now, so it's all good. And every once in a while you'll see a cute little Aubrey scribble like that one. And this year I have really fallen in love with the one-page weeklies. I never thought I would, but it really is a space saver and they honestly work great for me. So I definitely want to keep trying that. And oh look, it's another Aubrey scribble. How fun. I said I was going to try and be quiet through most of this, but this is a playlist page and a lot of you had been requesting to actually see one of my playlist pages completed, and I think you'd be pretty surprised to see what I've been listening to. Like I'm on this new rappers kick, like that whole little grape thing was just all of the babies, Da Baby and Little Baby music right now. They're just killing it right now. Like the rap game is on point, and Taylor Swift just dropped a surprise new album, Folklore, so that's pretty much gonna be all I'm listening to for the next few months. So hey, and look at this also has its own video where I had you guys vote on this spread or the other one. Honestly, kind of was hoping you guys would pick this one, but you didn't, so I listened and I went with the other one. And now we're getting to July, we're getting to the end. Crystals was really, really fun, really challenging. I really pushed myself. As you can see, July is not completely finished yet, but kind of get the idea there. I really like the idea of making your happy moods the darker colors so they stick out more. I don't know what it is, I just think that's a really good idea to kind of focus more on your happy moods than your sad moods. And I love the way that pearlescent watercolor looks. Alright, so now I did mention that I was a Color Street stylist now, so I went ahead and made myself a little inventory sheet of all my current inventory, all the current online inventory, and then my wish list. And I was going to put something else here, and then I quickly realized that my inventory sheet over here is already almost filled. So instead of redoing it all, since I'm moving into a new journal, I'm just going to make that a 2-page spread in my new one. And I've actually started meal prepping and meal planning, and this is really genius. So I'm going to put this right in the beginning of my other journal, and as each month changes, you just take the post-its out. Or as each week changes, you just take the post-its out and switch them out. It's just freaking genius. So as we get to the end here, I'm really just basically planning everything that I'm gonna, do, toss, change, add, keep. Everything that I want to change from this journal and everything I want to move over to the new one. This is just my sip and ditch group, my little moms group where we do ding dong ditch with booze and snacks. It's so much fun. And this is the last weekly. I really love the way that those crystals came out, and I just colored those with Tombows. Go figure. The ones I didn't even watercolor came out great. And then the very last thing, this was really heavily inspired by Elizabeth from Plant-Based Bride. I of course added a few of my own in there, but I've got a spot for my wins. What did you do good? My challenges. What did you struggle with? My growth. What have you learned? What do you want to change? What are some things you need to let go? Some things you need to let in? what are your intentions and your goals and my favorite memories. And I was going to fill it all out before I did the flip through, but I realized that a lot of that stuff is kind of personal, so I just wanted to kind of give you a quick idea of how I had it set up and not sort of, reveal all my secrets to you. And that's it, guys. That is all of my bullet journal. This is the 5th bullet journal I've completed now, and I'm really excited to move on into the 6th.